One great keyboard I came across last year was the GK61. One version of it had decent stabilizers, RGB LEDs, hot swappable sockets, and it could be reprogrammed as well. Well, today we're looking at the SK61. It looks quite similar. In fact, it comes from a different brand, but it seems like it's made in the same factory. It doesn't look too different from the original GK equivalent, so let's dive deeper and see what's new. So my unit came in a gray box. You get the keyboard alongside a braided USB-C cable, replacement keycaps for Mac, as well as a keycap and switch pullers, because yes, it has hot swappable switches. So my unit had a white case and a nice white, gray, and red theme for the keycaps. I was a bit concerned though, as on the picture, this keyboard should have come with a black case. Still, I think I prefer the white case with this theme anyway. It looks like the same case as the GK61, so it has a Type-C connector at the back and no adjustable flip-out feet, although the default angle is good to me, quite similar to most other 60% boards. The layout is NC standard, which means that replacing keycaps won't require extra unconventional keys. You don't get dedicated arrow keys, so these are accessible with Function and Alt, Menu, Control, and question mark, although these can be reprogrammed as well. The included keycaps are fairly nice. First, they're PVD, so they feel great to the touch and they won't shine easily over time. Then the legends are dye sublimated, which is also quite durable compared to something like laser etching. And finally, they feature what seems like a DSA profile, which means all rows have the same profiles. I think they look great, although they might require some getting used to at first, as rows are not distinguishable from one another to the touch. Overall, as long as you like this theme and profile, these are great keycaps, although I wasn't a fan of the other theme option available. This keyboard comes with Optical Switches by Gateron, so although it features hot swap sockets, you can only replace them with other optical switches. The selection is fairly limited and they're not very widespread, so I wouldn't consider this an outstanding feature, as I don't think most people will bother replacing switches. My unit came with Reds and I think they're some of the best. They're super smooth and feel amazing. The stabilizers on this unit are also very good, I'd say better than the GK61, so the typing experience on this keyboard is really on point. Paired with decent keycaps, I feel like this is a great overall feel, especially considering the price. So yeah, typing on this board feels great. I'd like to try the brown variant of these optical switches. If they're as good as these reds, I would definitely recommend them. This unit also has RGB LEDs where you can control the light effects on board. You can pick between presets and then control the brightness, but also the speed of the animation. You get a bunch of animations, as well as some that are triggered by noise with the built-in microphone. The colors look great, they're vibrant, and they can shine quite bright. But if you want more control, you'll have to use the software. This software is the exact same one that you'd use with the GK61, so you can expect the same level of features. It still gets updated quite frequently, and the version 6 they released this year is much more stable than previous versions. You get up to 4 profiles, one which lives on the software and is in effect while using it, while the other 3 live on board and will persist when using the keyboard on a different computer. You can set custom light animations and key-by-key colors, and you can also set up light presets per profile. For my usage, I set the menu key as a shortcut for the second layer, and then I set WASD as arrow keys on that second layer, so that it behaves similarly to my daily driver, the AND Pro 2. As you can see, I also set 2 different light profiles on these, so it switches when I hold down the Function 2 key. You can also set up macros, so overall, quite a complete software, although it's not that obvious to use and some presets are not in English. So would I recommend this keyboard? Technically, it's not very different than the GK61 with optical switches. The only difference is pretty much the pre-installed keycaps. It's a bit more expensive than the optical GK61 too, so I'd say get this one if you like the upgraded keycaps. Otherwise, I would go with the GK61 to save a bit of money, or if I plan to replace the keycaps anyway. Even better, if your budget allows, I'd go with the barebone GK61 with regular switch sockets for even more options when I want to try new switches. To me, having hot swap sockets only for optical switches isn't worth much, and it's likely that you won't bother replacing those switches anyway given the small selection. This keyboard offers a really nice typing experience, comes with nice RGB LEDs, and the switches on their own are amazing. Same thing for the stabilizers. I'd say where this keyboard shines is really for gaming. These red switches are some of the best, I'd say even better than Cherry MX to me. And those keycaps are really nice as well, as long as you like the profile and theme. You're definitely not going wrong with it, but I think it's worth considering the other variants of the GK61 to make the best decision. So this is it for today. A pretty nice little keyboard, although it's not really different than the GK61. Would you actually go with this one over the GK61? Let me know down below. As always, I'll have an affiliate link in the description, so feel free to use it if you want to check out this keyboard and help the channel at the same time. So thanks for watching, make sure you leave a like if you did, and if you didn't, just let me know why in the comments below. Otherwise, don't forget to subscribe if you still haven't already, as I'll see you in the next video.